New year, new me. Band. This time it's the 8. We've got an upgraded screen, high refresh rate, new band design, widgets, games, all for under 50 bucks. Ooh. But there's one reason why I continue to buy bands like this, and that's the battery life, this time at 16 days. Not 16 hours like most smartwatches, 16 days. That's 2 more days over its predecessor, the Band 7, most likely due to the increase in battery size. Now, did I get 16 days? No, because the more features you enable, the more it sucks juice throughout the day. So from my first charge, I got 12 days. That's with all-day heart rate tracking, taking it every minute, and improved sleep accuracy enabled. And if you choose to rock the always-on display, you're gonna cut battery down to 6 days. So I choose to have the lift to wake feature, which also highlights the speed increase of the Band 8 over the Band 7 when waking up. Now, when it eventually goes flat, you can now charge in under 1 hour with fast charging. We can see that's drawing over double the amperage over the Band 7. This will be part due to the new thicker, higher gauge cable, which out the box I didn't like. The past 3 generations have used a magnetic mount in line with the cable, which then lays flat. The new right angled cable sticks up in the air, and out the box it had some kinks which would pry it off charge. However, after a few weeks, it has relaxed enough to remain snapped on reliably. Maybe the intention is to now charge face down, which I'm not gonna do because I don't wanna risk scratching the screen. Speaking of the screen, the refresh rate has now increased to 60 Hz. It is so snappy when you use it in comparison to the Mi Band 7's 30 Hz. It really just feels so much more fluid just diving through menus and picking options. Now, the other thing that's updated with the screen is we now have auto brightness. No longer do we need to set a static brightness level. It'll now automatically adjust to the ambient light of our environment. And the max brightness has increased to 600 nits, which is really useful for outdoor use and for the torch, which is a feature I love of this watch. I'm just rocking that flashlight mode every night. Now, there is a feature that they've carried over from the previous version that I use at night, and that is the smart wake alarms. So overnight, it's tracking my sleep if I'm in a deep sleep state or a light sleep state, but up to 10 minutes before my alarm, it'll wake me up early if it notices I'm about to dip into a deep sleep state, which is really handy. And then what's cool is the alarm is silent. It's just a vibration on my wrist and it doesn't wake up my wife beside me. However, the old alarm screen used to be the blue button to snooze and the gray button that you could barely see when you're half awake squinting was off. They've now switched it around this year, thankfully. It's a small change, but I noticed and I love it. I really wanted to love this one, but I feel it could be improved. See, when you swipe to the side, you get your shortcuts menu. Now, these used to be limited to a full screen per shortcut, but now you can split it into a half screen widget. The widget will show you some basic information, and then when you tap on it, it's going to open up the full app with everything there. In the Mi Fitness app, I can simply set what widgets I want and reorganize the layout of my pages, so a simple swipe to the right could show my recent heart rate and blood oxygen sensor readings. It's great to see a battery life bar at the top of each widget page, as well as a shortcut page, which gives you quick access to Do Not Disturb, Find My Phone, and the settings menu. But here's my annoyance. I get it's meant to be minimal information, but why does the sleep give me a 7.7 reading? When I tap on it, it says 7 hours, 43 minutes, what you would expect to read, but I get a decimal fraction as the short abbreviation of my sleep tracking. And the weather widget only tells me the current temperature. When I tap on it, it shows me the low and high, all of which easily fits on a tile. And PAI, well now called Vitality, is removed. I can't find it in the widget app drawer or in the full page shortcuts drawer. And this is a feature I've talked about in the past for the Mi Band 7 that I use every day. And I have it as my default left shortcut on the Band 7. Now on the Mi Band 8, I have to open the app drawer and select Vitality. Maybe it's time for a sweaty nerd sesh of esports. I'm not joking. It's actually a mode, including board games, chess and checkers. You could maybe count Twister, but come on. Thankfully, it sorts by your 8 most used modes, and auto tracking is very useful because I forget frequently to start tracking, and I love to change the heart rate zones to a block of color opposed to a blurred gradient, which was hard for a quick glance. But the big new feature push this year is running. You've now got a list of multiple training options with varying intervals and guidance on different running types and target heart rate range. Taking it a step further, there is a new pebble mode where you can remove the standard strap and clip it into your shoe. Now, I'm not a runner, but I strapped the tracker to my shoe with my most flexible fabric band. It's hard for me to tell you how accurate this data is. At the start, it said I was heel striking, and towards the end, I was more on my forefoot. And when you finish tracking, you do get the data graphed in the Mi Fit app, so you can see that impact force or say the ground contact time. Now, missed opportunity to not define your left or right foot to get more independent data results. I would like to know, is my left foot striking more harder than my right foot without having to actually memorize which run I had it on and do it manually. Maybe that will come in a future update. Also, Mi Bands still don't have GPS, so make sure you bring a phone with you if you want to track that data. Now, big change. Since the beginning, the Mi Bands you've always had to push into a rubber strap. But that's now changed. See, on the back of the Mi Band 8, you've now got some little buttons that you can press and it releases the strap. This is the big difference and it makes custom strap designs really unique. This is a big change to the design of the Mi Band series. No longer is it encapsulated by the strap. Instead, it has a standard watch look. And remember, if you don't want to wear it on your wrist, you can wear it on your shoe or as a necklace. That's another strap type option that you've got. Now, the outside is a polished kind of chrome look. On the Chinese website, using Google Translator, it says it's metallic look. And it's a look, it's still plastic. I've seen some YouTube videos that people are claiming it's metal, it's anodized. No, it's not. If you touch it, it's clearly not cold to touch. It's simply just a coating over plastic, which I'm interested to see how it wears with time. Either way, it does give it a more premium look and feel, and for like $5 on AliExpress, you can get a variety of metal or rubber and fabric watch straps. I'm digging this one. It's a bit stretchy and it has some reflective threads in it, which is cool. I will link them all down below. The final big change, or kind of small change, but it's a change, is that you can now get games on the watch. There's 2048, a ping pong style game, and other boredom solvers. These are custom watch faces. So by default on the watch, you press and hold on your watch face and then swipe to change the style. And so you just save these games as one of your watch face style options. Now you may have noticed some of the watch faces available to me have Chinese characters. That's because this is the Chinese version of the Mi Band 8. This year, I didn't want to wait for the global variant to ship before I got to try the new features. So I picked up the China band, which has English. However, it has Chinese watch faces and the dates are the wrong way around for Australia. And even though I set my region to China to better pair the band with the Mi Fit app, I haven't been able to access all the features of the app that I've seen on the Chinese website, such as the boxing mode. I can't find that game. And we can also see there's an NFC version for bus, subway, access cards, and different Chinese payment methods. Unsure what will come to the global variant. There's always a debate and a lot of speculation there for that full release. I paid $79.64 Australian for the China version from AliExpress. Has already become a bit cheaper since I ordered from the initial stock. The global version will be linked down below though once it goes live. Definitely wait for that. You get multiple languages, correct region in app, and then watch faces to match, which is nice. If you want to know my 7 favorite features of the Mi Band series, well, that's up here because it hasn't changed since last year. They're great watches. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. My brother actually looked down at his wrist one day, noticed his Mi Band 5 had popped out and he was just walking around with a rubber strap on his wrist.